Drink up! Another round! Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. This scar here is from scrapping with Boreas. That old wolf clawed me good. I almost howled louder than him. Oh, and this one's from when I soloed the Hexencircle trials. If a mortal wants to protect everything, they have to be prepared to sacrifice everything. That's how I became the mightiest knight of Boreas. Yeah, that's how it happened. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away. That's what Barbados said to me when he explained how to reverse the assimilation process. Unless you separate yourself out from Lupus Boreas, there's no way to avoid merging with the ley lines. I didn't understand his words at the time, but after experiencing it firsthand... nope. I still don't really get it. At least I won't have to go through that again. Come to think of it, I still haven't properly thanked you since I returned from the ley lines. Well, now's as good a time as any. You caught me, outlander who caught the wind. Barbados. He may seem carefree and easy-breezy at first glance, but when things get serious, so does he. And I've got to give him credit. The man's got taste when it comes to drinking. Truly a god worthy of Mondstadt. Sounds like I'm talking about myself? You flatter me. I'm nothing next to the Animo Archon himself. Back when I first met Razor, he was only a few inches taller than the wolf pups of Wolvendom. Yeah, he could barely lift a great sword. But even then, teaching him how to use it was easier than learning how to talk with him. Must have taken me at least half a year to get the hang of it. All these years later, and he's made so many friends of his own. Oh, how time flies. I'll keep my lips sealed where she's concerned. Don't want to get scolded for being a blabbermouth. There's ice in that glare of hers. If there's anything you want to know, you're better off asking her yourself. I think that by now, she should be ready to talk about the past with you. So, he still won't return to the Knights. Fair enough. The wind in Mondstadt has always been free to come and go as it pleases. He has the freedom to not come back, and by the same token, I have the freedom to keep pestering him to rejoin. Still, I probably shouldn't push my luck. If I nag him too much, he could put me on Don Winery's blacklist. Now that would be a real crisis. I know how much Master Krepus meant to Kaya. That tragic incident was no less devastating for him than for his adopted brother. But even after enduring such injustice and fraternal strife, he still chose to remain with the Knights. Ended up playing a key role in exposing Eric's corruption too. Since he chose to trust us, I also choose to trust him, no matter what lies in his past. You know, I've always felt that Jean's got the talent and temperament to be a way better Grandmaster than I am. But no matter how hard I try to convince her, she always insists that she's not qualified enough. Her and me both. I was pretty young myself when I took up the mantle. Honorary Knight, if you get the chance, could you try talking her around? You think I'm trying to dump all my work onto Jean? Absolutely not. Perish the thought. I would never. Really? Swear on a glass of wine. There's no need for that, is there? Even I was surprised by her innate strength. I heard she's learning the sword from Jean now. After she's mastered both single and two-handed sword styles, I wonder if she might be able to inherit my... Oh? She chucked her sword straight up into the ceiling last time. All right then. Guess we need to schedule a few more training sessions for her. Feels like every other day that rascal's causing some kind of ruckus. I used to think he was like a younger me, eager to fight strong foes and win glory. Turns out he's just into the fighting part, couldn't care less about the glory. Well, at least when he's fighting the enemy it keeps him busy. Otherwise, he'll be digging traps to ambush me out of boredom. When you're lost in life, you need a mentor to guide you. And when you're lost on a march, you need a map. By that logic, you could say Mika's my mentor. I tried telling that joke to Mika, but he went pale as a sheet. Honestly, he should have more confidence in himself. After all, not everyone could be a knight. I've been planning to send someone to Dorman Port to receive the troops, but Eula told me she'd already arranged it. I reviewed the schedule, and everything was handled perfectly. I hadn't expected her to be so thorough, and this time she never mentioned vengeance even once. Nothing makes me happier than seeing our knights grow. She's a ball of energy, isn't she? As our outrider and gliding champion, she's usually active around the outskirts of Mondstadt helping those in need. She's the first knight of Favonius most visitors will meet, meaning she's practically the public face of the organization. She was the first knight you met too. Ha ha! Oh, that's our Amber. When Albedo first arrived in Mondstadt, he struck me as one of those model kids that all parents wish their own children were more like. So modest, so well-mannered. But to put it another way, he seemed quite reserved and cautious. I was hoping he'd learn to loosen up a bit. I mean, after all, how can you call yourself the City of Freedom if people aren't comfortable just being themselves? Well, I may have gotten more than I bargained for, because these days he'll even rib me about my painting skills. I'm not gonna lie. When I first got reports about Durin's resurgence, my heart skipped a beat. I was about to send a crack team back home to defend Mondstadt. Thankfully, the new Durin is nothing like the old Durin. And what was once one of the greatest threats to Mondstadt is now one of our most reliable allies. Fate sure is an unpredictable force, huh? You never know which way the wind will blow next. Our Spark Knight is getting better and better at escaping the solitary confinement room, isn't she? Seems like she's been taking my teachings to heart. Maybe I could even learn a thing or two from her. Forget I said that. I was talking about, painting techniques. Yeah, you're not gonna tell Jean or Albedo about this, are you? Please, don't tell Alice either. Thanks. Of all the titles Alice holds, the one I envy most is Adventurer of Many Worlds. I traveled plenty in my youth, but when I hear her describe the things she's seen, most of it is beyond my ability to even imagine. I wonder if I'll get a chance to broaden my horizons after I step down as Grandmaster. Though it's an open question if I'll still have the energy for it by then. There's a lot of things I'd like to learn from Nicole. With her incredible sense of direction, I'd never have to worry about getting lost on an expedition. And that telepathic communication ability would be really handy for sending covert messages across the battlefield. What's that? Waste of an angel's powers? Hey, they're very practical applications. I once glimpsed a reflection of the future in Barbarloth's scryglass. She said it was a vision that fate itself was trying to show me. But did fate also foresee that I would try to change it? And did it predict the way things would finally turn out? My answer is that there's no need to dwell on it. Overthinking things will only slow my sword. Whatever fate shows me, I'll still do whatever I believe is right. When I first met Aino, I was worried about her. Didn't seem right for such a young child to grow up on her own and not cry. Only later did I realize I had it all wrong. She's not alone, and she definitely doesn't need anyone to worry about her. Every child finds their own way to grow up, and worrying about them because of our preconceived ideas won't do them any good. When I asked her to deliver that letter to you, I had no idea about everything she'd been through. A soul born in captivity who ultimately surmounted her curse and secured her freedom. I'm telling you, when her story reaches Mondstadt, it'll go down as one of the great epics. Whether it's Lady Vanessa or the Flower Feather clan, people are always inspired by tales of breaking free of your shackles in pursuit of freedom. People often confuse chivalry with the aristocratic code. Now, given how the aristocracy of old Mondstadt conducted themselves, there was a time when I wouldn't have let ideas like that slide. But if all aristocrats were like Flints, I'd be happy to share a drink with them any day of the week. The Northern Intelligence Network was a great help to our expeditionary force when we arrived in Nodcry. I intend to maintain our fruitful collaboration going forward. Even thought of a codename for myself. Lupus Majoris, huh? Pretty cool, right? She may gripe a lot, but once she gets to work, she's ruthlessly efficient. You know someone's got true grit when they can make a name for themselves as treasure hunter in a rough and tumble place like Notcry. I have half a mind to recruit her to the Knights, but that would mean poaching her from her current boss, and she probably wouldn't want to switch jobs anyway. I was even thinking of offering to double her pay, but it's probably better not to ask. Whether as a human or as a god, the Pyro Archon is a formidable warrior worthy of respect. If I'd been born in that land, I wonder if I'd have had the chance to cross blades with her while she was still human. But then I wouldn't be able to protect Mondstadt, would I? No, that wouldn't do. I suppose it's just as well. I only met him once, but... Really? A knight of Conria. Sentinel Knight Thrain, huh? Sounds like he took his destiny into his own hands. Allow me to introduce myself again, though you're probably bored of hearing it by now. I am VARKA, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt's Knight of Boreas. I'm here to fulfill the Favonian pledge. I swear by my sword you shall not fall while I stand. I like to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion. Good one. Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most. Sure feels good to get away from my desk. Now, where's a good spot for a nap? The rain stopped. We march on. Seeing the snowfall always reminds me of places I've been through on past expeditions. Whoa, that's a strong wind. Trying to knock me down, huh? Morning. You're looking pretty groggy. How about a drink to perk you up? Afternoon. Well, we got some downtime. Make sure to get some rest or your afternoon's gonna be a real grind. Evening. Long day, huh? How about a nightcap to help you sleep? Night. Even the wind needs to rest sometimes. I'll keep watch outside the tent. Don't need a night watch. Oh, right, yeah. We're not sleeping rough. Old habits. The Knight of Boreas serves as a bridge between humans and Lupus Boreas. But only a handful of us have truly managed to earn the Wolf Lord's recognition over the past millennium. Me? Oh yeah, you better believe I'm one of them. I've been on many expeditions to keep the peace around Mondstadt. Although none of them hold a candle to this one. One time we cleared out Dada Upa Gorge. Another, we joined forces with the Millilith to pacify Stone Gate. And once, we set out from Falcon Coast to intercept some sea monsters offshore. No wonder you've never run into any strong foes in those areas. Really? I was sure I left a few here and there for people to practice on. Mondstadt is the city of freedom. It's a place that anyone can call home, whether you're the child of a sinner, a wandering god, or a traveler from afar. So, no need to stand on ceremony with me. You're the honorary knight after all. Focus on a single thought within the thousand winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away. That's what Barbados said to me when he explained how to reverse the assimilation process. Unless you separate yourself out from Lupus Boreas, there's no way to avoid merging with the ley lines. I didn't understand his words at the time, but after experiencing it firsthand... nope. I still don't really get it. At least I won't have to go through that again. Come to think of it, I still haven't properly thanked you since I returned from the ley lines. Well, now's as good a time as any. You caught me, outlander who caught the wind. I remember the day I got my vision well. I was still a reckless young hothead back then. Boy, was I thrilled that the Animo Archon had noticed me. Until I actually got to know Barbados for myself and realized that wasn't what it meant at all. Another youthful dream shattered. But the power it gave me, and the aspirations that brought it my way, those will never change. You know, I've never really understood the logic behind the Four Winds. I mean, the Dragon of the East, Falcon of the West, Lion of the South, they're pretty clear-cut, right? But Wolf of the North could refer to either Boreas or me. And the Knights of Favonius includes both the Lion Fang Knight and the Knight of Boreas, which means the Favonian West Wind actually includes both the south and the north. How does that make any sense? You think some bard picked the number 4 to make it sound cool? Yeah, actually that tracks. Mondstadt once had a debate between cat people and dog people. You think the Knight of Boreas should probably lean towards dogs, right? But truth be told, I've kinda got a soft spot for cats too, you know? Puppies are real cute with their energy and all, but a nice, quiet cat also makes a great companion too. If I had the chance to adopt... yeah, I'd have to take them all. Huh? Me? What do you mean? What are you curious about? Hold on. There's a book in the library called 100 Things You Never Knew About VARKA? Oh, okay. Now I'm curious too. I didn't even know that was a thing. Right, let's fact check it. No Knight of Boreas has ever claimed to be the mightiest of all time, for both humility and honesty are knightly virtues until VARKA. Because when he claims this, he is being both humble and truthful. I don't know. The 4 winds of Mondstadt once referred to VARKA's main sword, offhand sword, left flank kick, and right fist. But nobody witnessed the full set and lived to tell the tale, so only the current version of the phrase remains. Oh well, that's going a bit far. No way could I handle all the work of the 4 winds alone. Maybe put that book away, it's a little ridiculous. Probably written by some drunk fool. As you can see, the real-life VARKA is just a regular human like everyone else. I feel pain, I bleed, I age. So, just like any other friend, you'll learn more about me through a catch-up at the tavern than you will by listening to tall tales and rumors. What do you say? Should we grab a drink? Drink up! Another round! Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. This scar here is from scrapping with Boreas. That old wolf clawed me good. I almost howled louder than him. Oh, and this one's from when I soloed the Hexenzirkel trials. If a mortal wants to protect everything, they have to be prepared to sacrifice everything. That's how I became the mightiest knight of Boreas. Yeah, that's how it happened. I guess I used to be something of an adventurer myself. Heading for new horizons, facing new foes. Can always get you fired up, doesn't it? But nowadays, well, there are more important things in life. Things that I need to protect. Let's see. Building our stronghold in Notcry, allocating defense personnel for Dorman Port, organizing the return of the expeditionary forces, drawing up an itemized budget breakdown for the Knights of Favonius' expenses. Oh, why does it feel like the real torture begins after the expedition ends? Of course it's... Huh? What, you mean other than alcohol? Wait... Do wine-fermented sweet rice balls and chocolate liqueurs count? No. Well... I guess it'd have to be big slabs of meat seared over a high flame, some nice appetizers, cheese, and nuts. There are some drinks out there that look alcoholic, smell alcoholic, but then you drink them, and there's not a drop of alcohol in there at all. That's gotta count as fraud, surely. Wow, what a masterpiece. This is the kind of food worth pairing with a bottle of the finest dandelion wine. Now these are some good rations. The logistics team could stand to learn a thing or two from you. Is this... the kind of stuff you usually eat? Man, you adventurers have it just as rough as we do on our expeditions. Let's go get you some real food. Happy birthday! Don't go anywhere. The Knights of Favonius are getting ready to give you a birthday chorus. To be clear, this isn't an abuse of authority. They're the ones who suggested it. I just helped organize things and set up the venue. You do know how much we all adore our honorary knight, don't you? Now, come on! Everyone's waiting for the birthday star and lead singer! The first knightly virtue is humility. Only by letting go of your ego and being willing to learn can you grow day by day. The second knightly virtue is honesty. Deceitful and cunning words might win you the upper hand in the moment, but a victory won by the blade never lies. The third knightly virtue is integrity. Every knight must live by their own conscience and walk their own path. Walk yours with steely resolve and never waver. Remember the 3 knightly virtues? Good. Now forget them all. Whatever kind of knight we want to be, whatever path we choose to take, it's up to us.